Hi everybody, in this week's video I'm going to talk about why I have started taking fewer photos when I go out to do photography, even when I am doing a photo walk. So I'll be honest, because I have a YouTube channel, I found that I have been taking photos just for content. No one is more annoyed about that than I am, to be perfectly honest. I've just fallen into that trap. I fell into the trap of trying to do a weekly video and trying to push some content out there. When I look back at a lot of the photos I've taken, some of them are okay, some of them I really like, but a lot of them, yeah, I just didn't really enjoy when I look back. I haven't printed any of those, they're just sitting there, part of a video. So I'm going back now to taking far fewer shots. So this video really is a combination of a little bit of me to camera, but then we're going to get out into the field on a recent trip I took out where I took fewer than 10 photos, I think probably 7 photos if I remember, and that is for me a much better way to approach my photography. I'm going to talk quickly in a minute about some of the benefits of doing that. So I'm just going to isolate these trees here, got a nice blank canvas in the back. I'm going to actually, well, I'm going to need to be all the way out at 120 on the lens. I'm going to line it up so that the tree is actually on the left hand side there, because I want plenty of space on the right hand side. I've actually increased the exposure as well. So I'm actually at +1 because I really want to kind of make the sky a lot lighter there. And I like the shadow that's formed by those trees as well. But I really like those trees, as I said before. There's a ladder that also goes between the two of them. So I think it makes for quite a nice shot. So one of the big advantages of taking fewer shots is that obviously I can take far more time over each composition. So rather than just turning up, pointing the camera, maybe changing a few settings here and there and shooting, I can just relax. I'm not putting myself under pressure to take a lot of content for YouTube or just, move to the next spot. I can walk around the subject if possible, or at least I can walk up and down the pathway, look for the best shot rather than just take a series of shots from different positions. I can get a little bit higher, I can get a little bit lower, obviously, just change my angle on it too. So I'm finding that the quality of the shot is also better. I'm happier with the overall composition. I don't need to check it on the back of the screen afterwards because I've taken my time to get it right the first time. Here with this kind of more minimal approach, you've got the grass that's quite long here, which I quite like. There's a fence post that you can see on the left. There's actually a bird sweeping around as well. I'm not sure I'm going to get that in there. And then just with the hills in the distance. So really, again, with the exposure, the benefit here of overexposing by +1 again is that I am getting different tones and I'm really playing into that more old style aesthetic. I'm going to hang around, see if I can get that bird in the shot. Yeah, there's always lots of these bird spotter huts. And actually that's what I'm about to shoot, actually. Because I know there's one of these that's at the top of a hill. Because I've taken it before, but I've taken it in colour. And this time I want to go with this low contrast black and white look. A more kind of retro look to the shot. Definitely going with the minimalist, focus in on the hut, get the nice sweeping round, I think, of the hill. Plenty of sky. Don't want a midway point on the horizon, that would be pretty boring. And that should be quite nice. Again, exposing +1 on this one, which I think is going to work really well. I think this could be quite nice. I need to walk right past it, to be honest, but I don't know if you can see, but I can get a little starburst on this. So I'm actually shooting at f16 just to get a nice starburst effect. And I want to get the trees at the top of the shot because that's forming the starburst. and then it goes over the hill, so you've got the emptiness that's beyond it, plus the fence that you might be able to see here as well. So overall, I think this is going to be quite a nice shot. Just need to be careful on the exposure. Again, I'm at +1. I might play around with that a little bit just so that I don't blow out the starburst that I've got. So I'll probably take a couple of different options with this one, I think. In the middle of the road. And try not to get run over, which is why I didn't show you the camera lifted, because it is the time of the day now where people are a bit more out and about, which comes on to my point actually. It's currently, so you can see that, 9:41, and I'm shooting on a bright sunny day at a time when everyone tells you not to shoot landscape landscape rural photography, but depends on what you're trying to achieve, doesn't it?